Good morning, folks, and welcome back to the council. Here chilling with Emily, looking into this, should I call it treasury? Not sure. I wasn't expecting to end up in here when I was snooping around, but surprisingly enough, she appears to have access. How? No idea. Let's keep in mind that she is immune to logic. And so far we didn't have to engage into dangerous conversations, but who knows?
You should see this sword, Emily. It's magnificent.
I'm busy. Describe it to me.
This weapon is typically French, quite old, undoubtedly goes back to the Crusades. If it is a true Damask sword, it's worth more than a kingdom. It really does look like Joan of Arc's sword.
The famous Maid of Orleans. One of your favorite historical heroines.
You bet, given the number of English butts she kicked.
And we all know where that got her. When you finished playing, maybe you can help me search the place?
Not done yet. I think I see a gem in there.
Amber crystals.
Yoink. Did we get another one? Did we get a complete one, I mean?
Oh, looks like a pamphlet on different political regimes, written by Mortimer himself.
Handwritten what now? Oh, hey, we are 2 out of 3 out of these. Now where could the last one be? Thoughts of men and society. I haven't been checking those enough. This is not the one, is it? No. This is one of the selected ones I'm using currently for this investigation. Air quotes, if you can call this investigation. Good lord, we have 10 coins? When did we get so many? I haven't been paying attention. I was busy worrying about the frame problems we had in the couple first episodes.
Here's something interesting. A manor in Maine. Hundreds of acres of land in Catalonia. Properties in Shanghai. Incredible. Some of these deeds are over 600 years old. And all signed by the hand of Mortimer.
I wonder if that's what inspired my mother's attention. How come all these documents have Mortimer's signature on them?
Do you think all these properties really belong to him?
See those fine scratches around the words?
Yes, and?
The ink barely spreads on the paper. It spreads exactly the same way on the signature. The deed was written using the same ink. If it is a fake, then it's a professional job. Several people have played the part of Mortimer, a part that has been passed down from generation to generation. Different men, but with one sole identity.
An intriguing hypothesis, and yet less twisted than some of my previous cases.
At last, you finally agree with me about something.
These documents are intriguing, but do you really think that's what attracted your mother's attention here?
And how do you know my mother was interested in this room?
I didn't know, I just supposed she was. And you just confirmed it. So, do you think she found what she came for?
I don't know. She was obsessed with Mortimer, and I must confess, these property deeds are troubling.
If that's the case, why would she have left them?
Once again, I don't know. We'll have to ask her when we find her. And what's your take? How did Lord Mortimer get all this? It's just crazy.
Secret connections, money, or a well-kept family treasure passed on from generation to generation. Who knows?
That would mean some of Mortimer's ancestors lived before Jesus was born. I wonder why my mother didn't make it clear what she was interested in here.
She didn't have time to write it down, or maybe she wasn't sure of what she was looking for.
Or she wanted to protect her discoveries. It's disturbing.
You'll just have to search the rest of the room. Maybe you'll find something.
My initial thoughts would be he has connections all over the world with various merchants, or he participates in auctions, or, you know, powerful people with lots of money can buy pretty much everything they desire. And this man, yeah, this man is no joke. I'm starting to think that Mortimer is not even real. I don't want to be that guy, but I get the feeling that the guy at the table with the white beard is not just a guest. Let's just leave it at that.
I found an amazing ring. There's an inscription engraved on it. You're married. Why don't you wear a wedding ring?
You mean wear something just to prove your love? Not my style.
A girl after my heart. Damn. Well said, girl. Well said. Are we going to discuss this guy who looks surprisingly like the man we had dinner with? It is an unnamed painting after all. Also the fact that Mr. Mortimer keeps signing his paintings under his name instead of Goya makes me consider. Like, we saw the painting of Saturn devouring his son. It's a very well-known piece. Is that all?
What is that you found?
A cameo pendant. What's going on?
Nothing.
For crying out loud, Emily, you lunged for that jewel like your life depended on it. Tell me what this is about.
No. We just met, Louis. I like you, but I can't just suddenly open myself up like a book to you.
Listen, Emily. It seems pretty obvious to me that you haven't come here for the sole purpose of sampling Mortimer's cellar.
Stop all the clever evasions and just trust me.
And why the hell should I place my trust in you, Louis?
Oh god, this is bad. We have nothing to play around with. Do we even have time to do this? Crap. Conviction. Do I even have conviction? Clean up your own backyard first. Remember, she's immune to logic.
Nothing. I have done absolutely nothing for you. No to this, no to that. You ask for proof of trust, but when you get it, you turn a deaf ear. You are defiant, evasive, and paranoid. Go question your own motives. I've done all I can.
All right, fine. There's no point getting on your high horse, you know. So I'm wary, I grant you that. I'll admit you are fairly reliable.
That's it? I was expecting more.
Well, I'm prepared to trust you when it comes to choosing a French cheese. But I've nothing to gain by confiding in you any further than that.
Nothing to gain? Damn it, Emily! I'm only trying to help you. Stop needing to gain something all the time.
Because you think I need help?
Just like everyone. You have your strengths and your weaknesses. And there's no use pretending otherwise.
Ha! And I bet you found out where I'm weak, haven't you?
1 second. Cures negative alterations. I think we have one. Are we intoxicated already? I'll use one of these. We have 5 of each anyway. Let's do a 2. And let's do a this. Oh shit. This is 5? Are you serious? So expensive.
Pragmatic, intelligent, sure of herself. Her only weak spot is her difficulty talking about herself. I don't know much about your past, but I'm guessing you had to get by on your own for much of your life. It might have closed you off, and that can be a disadvantage. It might be time for you to open up and risk a little trust. Not every man you meet wants to hurt you.
Yes, you may be right. I might have some weaknesses, but I don't need your help to overcome them. And I'm simply not contemplating collaborating with anyone at this time. Do you understand?
Alright, so we have a problem here. She has, wait, she's immune to psychology? Or is she vulnerable to psychology? She's vulnerable to psychology. Yes, that's what I was going to say. Our psychology points at the moment are pretty low. I think I only have 1 point in that. This is conviction. Oh god, these are so expensive. I should have kept this point for these. I need 3 points anyway. Oh, good lord. Reassure her about your short-lived what? Collaboration and press her. This is questioning. What do we know about questioning? Well, I cannot do this anyway. I don't have the points for it. She likes to lead her investigations herself. She prefers to work alone. She already has a partner. Oh my god. I don't want to use any more points for this. We have like 4 blunders left.
Yes, it's perfectly clear. You're already working with someone.
Ah, well spotted, Louis. I already have a work partner. I know my weaknesses. I don't doubt that your abilities will be of use to me, but I already have all that, thanks to my teammate.
Is there any chance you might tell me who he is?
No, I've already said too much. Consider yourself lucky I've even given you this much. It's extremely rare, believe me.
Come on, don't stop now that you come this far. You know that eventually I'll end up making you talk.
Well, since no one can resist you, let's see if you can guess who my partner is.
You're a gambler. So, your partner is...
We can do this one. We wouldn't have the points anyway. I wonder if her partner is my mother.
It's as obvious as it is surprising. You're my mother's hard-hitting partner.
Oh, God, do you really believe the nonsense that comes out of
Jesus,
your mouth?
really?
Well, a second ago I did. A little.
Sorry, Louis, your mother is not my partner.
A member of the order. Let's see the answers. It's a woman. Her mother, her sister. Do we have any information on that? Before I say something stupid again. Very discreet about her origins, Emily only came onto the political scene after her wedding that some qualified as a marriage of interest to an old English aristocrat on the decline. Libertarian, modern, but discreet, she has taken it upon herself to establish close ties with her peers. In a few years, she has become the favorite diplomat of the Queen, which is what probably... Why is this part of the game running at 2 FPS, by the way? Her Prime Minister William Pitt to take her as private secretary, thus provoking much suspicion and jealousy. As a regular visitor, Emily accepted Sir Gregory Holmes' invitation to come to Lord Mortimer's island because for nothing in the world would she miss one of these famed receptions. Ah, shit. I have no idea who her partner could be. We are a member of the Order. Who else is a member of the order. Minister of Religion. Jacques Pérou is one of the fathers of the Revolutionary Tribunal of Paris. Interrupts his revolutionary activities when Lord Mortimer, his patron, invites him to join the latter's social gathering. So this guy is pretty much a grunt. Damn, I don't know. I have no idea. We're jumping the gun here, and I don't like it. This is so risky. Her sister. Her mother. What do we know about her sister? So it has to be a person that is very close to her, but we don't have any information on either her mother or her sister? I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit and say that I'm between her mother and her sister. Let's go with her sister.
Your sister? She's your partner. She's the one you're looking for.
Well, I am impressed. How the devil did you guess I had a sister? Virtually no one even knows. When it comes to getting results, you are very good, I grant you that. You deserve to know why the sight of the cameo pendant affected me so strongly. I thought it belonged to Emma, my twin sister.
Oh. Now I get why you said you had a memory for two.
Yes, you can't imagine to what extent, though. As children, everyone got us mixed up. So one day we decided to play along. Since then, we have become one and the same. We have officially erased the identity of my sister Emma. Emily Hillsborough, the woman with two faces.
Clever. But isn't it complicated? How do you make it work?
One of us has no existence in the outside world. We share everything. First for one, then for the other. We dress the same, wear the same makeup, we speak the same. We've learned to act as one. When we accept a mission, we both turn up. This time, though, she went ahead, and I was meant to wait for her on the mainland. She was meant to meet Sir Home and bring back the details so we could work out who would follow up.
And there was a problem?
She was supposed to return from Mortimer's 1 week ago. The boat turned up at Plymouth, but alas, no trace of my sister. Instead, a sailor passed me a message from home, notifying me of her sudden disappearance.
So, my mother and your sister go missing just a few days apart. That's strange. Maybe their disappearances are linked.
It's clearly a possibility, but up to now I haven't found a trace of either of them.
None of this is very reassuring.
By the way, Louis, now that you are in on the secret, you are obliged to keep it to yourself, or you will pay very dearly.
Don't worry. Your secret is safe with me.
It's time to leave.
Oh shit. Speaking of which, my visions...
So,
Excuse me. My visions are usually instantaneous, which means I see them as they happen. That would imply my mother has already lost her arm. She already killed her sister. But that doesn't make any sense because, what's his face? Holm was there.
think of
Damn
our
it.
first adventure.
I must admit, it has been fun by your side.
Same here.
Oh, she's been drinking too much again.
Louis, I need to talk to you right now.
Good evening, Elizabeth. Actually, this is not a good time.
I'm begging you, please don't leave me alone.
I'll be waiting for you in your room, but don't be late.
I was sure there was a certain je ne sais quoi between us.
Louis, we need to talk now. Otherwise, it'll be too late.
Looks like Elizabeth really needs me, but if I start talking to her, for sure Emily won't wait for me. What should I do?
I gotta admit, I wanna help this lady. Needless to say that she is involved in the occult, which I'm pretty great at. But I want information on Emily. What should we do? Oh god, these decisions are killing me. Damn it. Is there anything we can do for you? Or should we stay on the path? I'm going to go with Elizabeth.
Sorry, Emily, but I can't leave Elizabeth like this. All right, Elizabeth. How can I help?
Thank you. Come on, follow me.
Thankfully, she's not gonna drag me inside another brawl.
I really need to talk to you, Louis, right now.
Does Lord Mortimer know the mess you've made of your room?
Listen to me, damn it! My days are numbered.
Elizabeth, I don't know if it's about my mother again, but I'm telling you, you've nothing to be afraid of. She didn't come here for you.
I saw her.
Saw who? You saw my mother? When?
Just last night. I went out to walk along the cliff top and I saw her in the distance. She tried to hide right away, but I'm sure it was her.
Are you saying you recognized my mother in the middle of the night while she was hiding?
Yes, Louis, I know it was her.
You just said she was far away, right? In the middle of the night. And the exterior of the island isn't exactly well lit.
Listen, I'm telling you, it was her.
Did you talk to each other?
No, she was far away. I didn't make any noise, and then she was gone.
Have you told anyone you've seen her? Sir Holm? Mortimer?
You don't understand. It's her. She's here.
Yes, I understand.
No, you're not listening. The moment I saw her, I was overcome by spasms. She's here. I'm telling you, it was her. Yes, I need something to calm me down.
I'll drink with you, but let's go easy on it, okay? I don't know where she gets her rot gut from, but frankly, it's disgusting.
You know, Louis, when I came here, it was in the hope of getting help. I've only just now realized that I've been drawn here into a trap.
Whoa. The alcohol's gone to my head.
Here, the condemned's last drink.
Yeah, let's not drink no more. The only reason I accepted was because she poured from the same bottle. So it's safe, to a certain extent.
Elizabeth, alcohol never solves anything. I'm gonna stop now.
Listen up. You want to know what your mother was capable of, right? You want to know the reason why. Well, you're gonna have to follow me to the bottom of the abyss, Louis. Either drink or get out.
Well, since we're here, we might as well go all the way.
Man, I need to take it easy with the booze. At this rate, I won't last the night.
Let's go easy on the drinking, okay? Alcohol won't solve our problems.
The second one isn't any easier.
So, do you want to know why she did all those things to me or not? Even if it changes the image you have of her forever?
What was she trying to cure you of then?
Of the one illness she never managed to treat me for.
Let's do it. I am committed now.
Come on, Elizabeth. We have to finish what we started.
I feel all dizzy.
There must have been a reason. Just tell me. Tell me what my mother treated you for.
She wanted to silence them.
What? What are you talking about? Silence what?
The voices. The voices in my head. They speak to me, Louis. They've always told me what to do. They say nasty things to me.
Is she stark raving mad? Is she possessed?
Elizabeth, are you saying that spirits talk to you?
You're right. Sometimes there are several voices. How did you know?
No, listen, I don't know anything. I'm just repeating what you said.
They want me. Want me just for themselves. They talk to me all the time. Yet your mother did everything to make them go away. Ever since I was little. And look at the result.
It's impossible, Mother. You spent your life trying to prove that the supernatural doesn't exist. Why punish this poor girl? Oh, shit. What has she done to you?
Uh-oh, Louis. Are you starting to believe me?
No, but she...
Too bad it's all been for nothing. They're still there, you know.
What do you mean? They're still talking to you?
All the time. Despite everything Sarah put me through, I still hear them. And here I am on a lost island, knowing that no one knows me. And I find myself here at the exact same time as her. You see? You understand? You sense it too. I'm going to die here. I beg you, tell me you believe me.
I do.
I'm here, Elizabeth. I'm right here with you. And I do believe you.
Thank you, Louis. You know, despite what people might think, I'm not crazy.
That's what a crazy person would say.
My God, Elizabeth, how's this possible?
Welcome to my world, Lil Louis. Welcome to my life.
Advise her to escape from the island. Advise her to stay here. If she were to escape the island, though, where would she go? She's already being abused in the manor, so... will she make it out, is the question.
Elizabeth, the whole story stinks of death. If I were you, I'd have left the moment you heard me speak about my mother. I don't know if she knows you're here, but if I had any doubt, I wouldn't take the risk.
Yeah, you're right. I can't stay here another minute. I need to get the hell out of here. I need to find a boat and get away. I'm not dying here.
Oh, I feel so dizzy.
You like my little concoction, don't you? That's rare.
What?
It no longer has any effect on me. But my guests generally don't appreciate me mixing alcohol with laudanum.
Whoops.
What? You put laudanum in my drink?
In both. Don't worry, my little Louis. We'll sink down to the bottom together.
Oh man, I feel like puking. I really feel like shit. I gotta get back.
Don't worry, Louis. I'm here now. I'll take good care of you, and then I'll leave.
Don't touch me! Just leave. If I get up, I'll fall.
Oh, little Louis tired. Leave everything to me.
I have no regrets choosing this path.
Just let go.
It got as dark as I expected it to be. I had a few drinks with Elizabeth. Why did it fail? We did drink. I could have joined Emily in my room. I've resolved the enigma of the Medusa. I discovered Lord Mortimer's room, where he hides his treasures. I found out that Emily was hiding something, and I persuaded Emily to tell me her secret. I accepted to keep Elizabeth company. Ooh, this game is wild. Oh, thank goodness we leveled up. We got all our points back. For available points, let's focus on the occult. Got a few points in politics. Like I said, I wanted to keep my secondary in detective work. Well, most of my points are in here anyway, but worth it. Rely on your knowledge of myths, occult, and religious symbols. Manipulation is always great. Benefit from a sound cultural background in the arts, geography, and history. I like this one a lot. Go with occultism. Plop another point in psychology. Should we do 2 psychology or 3 psychology? I'm not sure. I want to stay on the occult for the rest 2 points. I feel like psychology is going to be very, very useful in the long run. I'll plop another point in there. And the last point is going to be in manipulation. Damn, the music is swelling so hard. What happened? I think we just beat episode 1. Let's proceed. Okay. This is a narrative game in which choices have a real impact. Back. Continue?
How many times must I tell you? You must never put your life on the line for me.
Mother has always had a fascination for Lord Mortimer, but has never wanted to tell me why.
We are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible. Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine.
All I can tell you is I'm looking for my sister.
Do you believe your mother capable of torturing a child?
An agreement for cannons. Lord Mortimer assured me that you are to take over the project on behalf of your mother.
Johann Christoph von Wollner, Minister of Religious Affairs, and Jacques Peroux, French Revolutionary Tribunal Judge. You will find that Lord Mortimer is not what one would call conventional, Monsieur de Richet.
I do apologize for being late. I was obliged to clear up some urgent business.
Are we having another vision? Are we still alive? Did Elizabeth slice me open?
What should we take?
What do I need the most? Let me see here. I thought I had points in conviction. What happened there? Weird. Maybe it was diversion. Well, poopers. Logic, vigilance, questioning maybe. Do we have one for questioning? Let's see. Science, manipulation, conviction. We can take up to 3. I'll take 1 conviction. Politics, erudition, manipulation, science. Let's take, how much logic do we have? I could take psychology, agility. No. Yeah, let's take erudition. Erudition and politics. My politics are pretty low. Instead of politics, let's do etiquette. I wonder if we missed any manuscript pages. I need those. I need those badly. This is it.
At last we meet, Monsieur de Richet. Do you mind if I call you Louis?
Please do.
Thank you. I wish to apologize wholeheartedly, Louis. I made you cross the seas, and I wasn't even here to welcome you. When I asked you to join us here, it was, of course, in the hope that you would help us find your mother. Unfortunately, I am now confronted with another problem, which I would rather have done without. You see, last night, Miss Adams also went missing. I have had my people searching for her all over the island. Alas, to no avail. It so happens that both her mental and her physical health are extremely fragile. I'm worried that the same thing happened to her as to your mother. Also, I would appreciate it very much if you could tell me what you were doing on the floor in her room in the early hours
It's quite
of the
normal.
morning.
I can explain everything.
Oh, well, I'm glad to hear it. You see, Sir Gregory is about to arrive, and he's taken Elizabeth's disappearance very, very seriously. Please, reassure him so that we can talk about your mother.
I wasn't expecting Mortimer to be a real person.
William, I would like to see you a moment before we begin. In private.
Let's step outside a moment. Louis, this will only take a few moments.
He's got some consumables. Search the study. Yes. He's got some consumables on his desk, and I want them. The hell is that? Oh shit! He has one of those birds who keep talking. I'm doing it. Yes.
All right, let's take this chance to look around.
The bird is watching. First of all, I'll take the royal jelly. Enclosed are the witness statements of guests Bonaparte and Hillsborough. Statement of Napoleon Bonaparte. When asked, "What were you doing yesterday evening?" Monsieur Bonaparte replied, "After taking with Lord Mortimer, I spent the evening playing cards with Sir Gregory, Mr. Washington, and His Eminence Piaggi." Sir Gregory won. When asked, "Did you notice anything strange throughout this evening?" Monsieur Bonaparte replied, "At daybreak, I thought I saw someone on the balcony but couldn't see who it was." Statement of Duchess Hillsborough. When asked, "What were you doing yesterday evening?" the Duchess replied, "Shut up, bird. Stop it. Spent the evening in Monsieur de Richet company." Lies. We admired the works exhibited in the Manor Gallery, did we now? While going up to bed, we ran into Miss Adams. As I was tired, I left Monsieur de Richet and Miss Adams in conversation and went to bed. When asked, "Did you notice anything strange throughout the evening?" the Duchess replied, "No, not that I remember." Okay. She stated the facts, pretty much as we know. Fuck. Oh no, we didn't have enough time!
Please, sit back down, Louis.
This sort of behavior is not working in your favor, young man.
Gregory, Louis told me we needn't be concerned.
Of course. Monsieur de Richet, the situation seems to escape your grasp, so I won't beat about the bush. Did you kill Elizabeth Adams?
What are you talking about? I only helped her. We talked and she wanted to leave. I imagine that's what she did, right?
We have found no trace of her leaving, monsieur. So allow me to have my doubts.
Nor have we found any reason to believe that Louis is lying. We must remain calm, Gregory. We have found no evidence that would suggest that Elizabeth has been murdered. For the time being, she has only disappeared. Let's stick to the facts, if you please.
Well, where is she then?
Last night when we talked, she said she felt uncomfortable here and spoke of leaving but didn't say where to.
Knowing Elizabeth, I am sure she must have spoken to you about your mother.
I don't see the connection. What has my mother got to do with this?
Gregory is suggesting he isn't certain that Elizabeth has left the island, and that some misfortune might well have befallen her during the night.
But that's not the case.
Well, that's what you say. You are the last person who saw her alive. There might well be any number of reasons why you wanted her silenced.
No one can substantiate your claim that she left as you said she did, Louis.
Damnation, William. This is a fiasco. Sir, you don't seem to realize just how serious this is.
Let's try and remain calm, Gregory. In any case, it would be far better if Elizabeth really has left the island, as Louis says. Why do you think she wanted to leave?
Ah, crap.
She was terrorized by my mother's presence here. Just the thought of coming face to face with her was unbearable.
Did she tell you why?
Yes, she brought the subject up.
I'm sorry, Louis. It couldn't have been easy to hear.
For your sake, I sincerely hope that she got there safely. Monsieur de Richet, I apologize if my words seemed a little abrupt. I dare not think what would happen if Elizabeth came across your mother on the island. Your generosity may well cost you dearly.
I understand, my lord. I certainly regret it.
You don't need us for any of this. So come along, Monsieur Peru. We are leaving.
Right. It's time.
I wonder if Peru found her on the way out and he was the one who murdered her, but we don't have a body, do we? Now let's see here. Consumables. I only have one royal jelly. Plenty of other things to work with, and we got 1 point in... What was it? Didn't we get 1 point in etiquette? Where did that go? Traits, let's see. Investigation. Inebriated. And lawyer. Oh, conviction. Convince the judges of your innocence over Elizabeth Adams. Okay.
We spoke about your mother, Louis.
Do I want to tell him the truth? What are we doing here? I don't trust anybody in here. She does it often? I want to be as vague as possible.
When I first came here, I wasn't that worried. In the past, my mother has taken a few liberties during her missions, including disappearing for several days on end.
That doesn't make me feel any better, Louis.
What was the official reason why my mother came to your island?
I knew about your mother's activities and yours in the Golden Order. I thought we had everything to gain by working together.
You mean the cannon deal with Monsieur Bonaparte?
Among others, yes. How did you hear about that?
Monsieur Bonaparte came to speak to me about it yesterday, during lunch.
I see. So impetuous. He was supposed to let me speak to you about it first. Our friend Napoleon desperately needed financial backing to properly equip his army. I took it upon myself to back him because I have a firm conviction that he can go far.
We shall see. However, there's one thing that surprises me.
Did my mother sell arms? And why help a lieutenant?
Did my mother intend to finance a war? I'm not sure that I follow.
No, your mother's aim was not so much to partake in a war, but rather to make Monsieur Bonaparte accountable. France is in turmoil, and having the support of a military man can often come in handy, Louis. You'll see. Once this deal was closed, I had big plans for Sarah.
Such as what?
You see, I've invited several influential figures on my island to present them with a project at the conference. It will be presented later today. I thought that the Golden Order had a role to play, and I still think so. I was hoping Sarah would be able to join us.
I see.
Indeed, if by chance your mother decided not to return to us before the conference, would you do me the great honor of attending? If only to follow the deliberations while waiting for her to duly take her seat.
Why not? We shall see.
Ah, thank you so much. In this way, you'll be able to keep your mother informed of what is said. There's something else I'd like to briefly go over. Earlier, you asked me the official reason for your mother's presence here. Is there an off-the-record reason why your mother came here?
I have absolutely no idea, or she was looking for a buyer. I thought I would be the one asking the questions.
If only my mother had trusted me, but she remained very mysterious. I'd have been delighted to answer your question.
Is this usual for her?
As head of the Order, secrets are her bread and butter, as you can imagine. That said, it's the first time she hasn't let me in on the reason for her trip. And it intrigues me, to tell you the truth.
Well, I'm sure that Sarah will explain everything once she reappears. There's something I still don't get. In your opinion, why would your mother remain in hiding over several weeks?
She's either wary of someone, or she might have discovered something.
Her not coming back to the manor after so long makes me wonder if she is wary of someone.
Well, certainly. But whom? The only ones who were present during her stay were Sir Gregory, Duchess Hillsborough, Mr. von Wollner, and myself.
Adams was here as well. You know what's funny? One person is not mentioned, and that is Peru. But I'm gonna go with Adams.
You forget Elizabeth Adams, my lord.
That's true. But Gregory and I arranged it so that they wouldn't run into each other. I thought it had worked. Do you think that your mother felt she was in danger because of Elizabeth?
It's possible.
The only thing I can tell you is that Sarah had indeed changed. At the beginning of her stay here, we enjoyed spending time together, solving the world's problems.
Oh, there we go. Enough about her. What of her disappearance, or what did you speak about together? Is he gonna tell me?
You seem to know my mother very well, my lord. What did you talk about together?
Oh, as soon as we had a little free time, we like to share points of view about practically any subject. We would find ourselves embarked on interminable discussions that could go from Monsieur Blanchard's flight in a hot air balloon to the Treaty of Jassy, or the adoption of the metric system in France last year, or even Mr. Eli Whitney's invention in the United States.
Ah, yes. His famous cotton gin. It was supposed to revolutionize cotton production in the United States.
It will revolutionize the world, Louis. The potential of this invention is much greater. Tomorrow, all industries will be switching to simple but large-scale production. Of that, I'm sure.
I'm surprised she didn't get you started on the Crusades. It was her favorite subject.
Are you joking? Sarah and I spent entire days together reliving them. It so happens that the Crusades are also my subject of predilection, especially the third. My ancestor distinguished himself brilliantly during the siege of Saint-Jean d'Acre.
His responses are so vague, so random.
Mother lulled my childhood with tales of the Crusades. How Richard the Lionheart and Philip Augustus had to battle it out to achieve their ends. And how Guy de Lusignan, having broken his word, launched the siege of Saint-Jean d'Acre.
Oh, I see Sarah's lessons have inspired new enthusiasts. Good on you, because not everyone can claim they know as much at your age. Your mother is a very well-read woman. You're quite lucky to have her as a model, Louis.
Yes, I know, but I'm still very worried.
I must admit, there are worse things to worry about now, Louis.
What do you mean?
Since she disappeared, your mother has been seen once. Her behavior on the evening of your arrival greatly surprised Gregory and myself. She resurfaced to attack Emma, Emily Hillsborough's twin sister. And she shot her with a pistol. Then, before Gregory could intervene, she ran off and disappeared again.
I beg your pardon? Hang on.
We called it!
That means my vision on the wharf, it was actually happening inside the manor. Mother shot Emily's sister? The very person she came looking for? Why would she do that?
Excuse me, but between that and the childhood of Lady Adams, it's all a bit much for me to cope with. I need to piece it all together again to see things more clearly. You said that you spent a lot of time talking together at the beginning. What happened for that to change?
I'm afraid I haven't much to tell you. The more the days went by, the more she withdrew into herself. She never gave me an explanation. Until the day came when she purely and simply disappeared.
Where did she go when she wanted to be alone?
She would shut herself away in a room we use as a box room upstairs.
Would you allow me to go there?
Naturally, Louis, of course. I'll send you a servant to open it.
Thank you.
That's all I can tell you about the disappearance of your mother, Louis. I would like to have been more helpful.
I shall stay on her trail and follow up any leads.
Thank you. We will meet later on to welcome our last guest. In the meantime, I shall get someone to open the box room upstairs for you.
Thank you.
The room was just opposite Mortimer's study.
Go to the tower room. Did anything change around here, though? I'm still on the first floor, right? This is my room. We have agility now! What is this? Oh, wait, this is the tower room? I'm not allowed outside. Shit! Yoinkage. Me love me some jellies. Now that I have a little bit of agility, they stopped placing things on top of shelves.
Dante's Paradise. Raise your head and be reassured, for what comes up here from the mortal world must ripen.
Carmelite water. They say that if you drink this, it gives you a real boost.
I was reading that. Also, that book isn't in my room as well.
St. Paul on the Road to Damascus by Caravaggio.
The myth of St. Paul is well known. 3 points for this, and 3 points for that. Occultism.
A fierce opponent of the first Christians, St. Paul is suddenly struck by the call of Jesus Christ and converts. It's the best known conversion in Christian history, which teaches us that even enemies of Christ can be saved, and even become his greatest apostles after finding faith. From what I can recall, the account of his conversion could be found in the epistles to the Galatians, the Philippians, the Corinthians, and the Acts of the Apostles. Caravaggio attained a magnificent command of black and the play of colors, too. Paul facing an ordeal, the curtains of his illusions being raised, and receives the light from his Savior.
I find it so weird that the voice actor for Louis is somewhat more passionate when he's reading letters or he is describing a painting or examining something than his actual interactions with people. Already seen this one. Is there a connection?
Dante's Paradise.
Let's finish this.
Raise your head and be reassured, for what comes up here from the mortal world must ripen in our rays.
There are burnt papers in the chimney. There's a legible fragment left. Hey, I recognize my mother's handwriting. She says, we must find a safer way to communicate. Someone is onto us. Trust in my faith in the man with the sword. So Mother had an accomplice here. Who could it be? Who could she be suspicious of? I must find the next part. Faith, sword. I recognize her love of riddles there.
Do we trust the man with the sword, or are we afraid of the man with the sword? Is this another room, or... I'm afraid to click on it. No, this is the exit. She says, we must find a safer way to communicate. Someone is onto us. Trust in my faith in the man with the sword. Oh, the man with the sword. Is there anything here? I don't see a man with a sword here.
St. Paul on the Road to Damascus by Caravaggio.
I don't see a sword here. Do I? No. Not allowed outside.
What is this disc? Oh, that reminds me of the ones my mother collects. It's magnetic.
Lodestone? What the heck is a lodestone? A round magnet. I should be more wary of my surroundings. What does one do with the... No, wait, there are two doors. This is where we came from. I'm not allowed to leave. Let's try this.
The door appears to be locked on the other side.
I'm a lock-picking master.
I think I heard something fall to the ground. A metallic sound, like a key falling to the floor.
How do you open it? We can use the disc.
We'll see if it works.
Oh my god, this is brilliant. Boom! No points needed.
It's open.
Is there a man with a sword?
A chest with the occult symbol representing air.
Use the right key, use the left key, move away. Wait, are there two holes in this? I'm trying to see. We can picklock this if we want to.
A drawing of the Apostle Matthew, painted by Guido Reni. He's represented as writing the word of the Lord, transmitted by the Holy Spirit, who appears here in the guise of an angel. The New Testament.
Holy shit, that's a lot of stuff. 1 second.
I guess I'll just come back later.
Yeah, 1 second. We need to take a break, and I will see you all in the next episode of The Council. Until then, thank you everybody for watching. Have fun, whatever you do. Take care of yourselves, and do not forget, keep on gaming. I will see you all next time.